this is Amy Lykosh with Happy Cheetah Reading, and I wanted to shoot a quick video for you today based on something that I had not really considered until just about a month ago. So my son struggled very much with learning to read, and we're still on the journey now. So it was a great encouragement to me to spend a meal a few weeks ago with a man, very successful man, but had almost the identical symptom picture to my son. And so as we talked, it was fascinating to me to hear what it's like to have a brain that is maybe not quite correct in terms of functional vision, not quite correct in terms of auditory processing. Really quick, if you don't know what those words mean, get your copy of Dr. Karen's Cure on the happycheetah.com website, and you'll be able to read all about it. It's a free book, you just cover the price of shipping. Anyway, so for a child though who is struggling with auditory processing or who does not have good functional vision, this is what was just mind-blowing to me. So thank you to Benji for these amazing insights. One of the things that he asked me was, what is one of the hardest things that you have to do in any given week? And I thought about it, and I hate making business calls. If I have to call a bank or some kind of a service provider, I just cannot do it. And in fact, it is so draining to me that I can't do it every day. When I get up in the morning, I kind of analyze, did I have a good enough night's sleep? How tired am I? What other things do I have to do today? And that dictates whether I can make that call that day or not. True story. So he said, well, Amy, if you think about it, for you to make one of those calls is as tiring, or if reading is kind of a baseline activity for me, which it is, it's not difficult for me to read. I would consider that restful and enjoyable. So if that's kind of a baseline activity, then making a call might be, well, there's 168 hours in any given week. And if I can only make about one of those a week, that might be 168 times more energy. But even if it's not that much more, it is significantly more energy expended than it takes for me to just sit and read a book. But for my son, his issue is reading. And so when I ask him to read for 5 minutes, to me that seems like, oh my goodness, just read for 5 minutes. It's not that long. Just get through it already. But for him, he might read 3 sentences and start to yawn. He might read for a minute and a half and start looking off in the distance. And then he comes back and he focuses again, and then he looks off in the distance. And then he comes back, and then he turns upside down. I'm not going to do that, but it might happen. Well, the reason is because it's taking tremendously more energy. So with that understanding, I felt like I was able to actually encourage my son and understand what he's dealing with and the challenges that he's facing from an entirely new playing field, an entirely new level. So I hope that this quick video about just analyzing your own energy needs and what that might be like for a child whose brain is actually different than yours and has different needs and different both skills and challenges. I hope that this gives you something to think about. Thank you so much for watching.